what we just said earlier for editing purposes, so I played the clip earlier. You said 21-14 in from Minnesota, Cleveland.
Yeah.
You think Cleveland wins? Gabriel gets the win, right? In London.
In London, yeah.
I said 13-6. Minnesota gets a sloppy win over Cleveland in London. A game I probably wouldn't want to watch if you paid me, but not unless you had to pay me some good money. I can use the money, but maybe you'd have to pay me to watch it. I'll be watching a box score, though, just to see if we got that right. Okay.
You would have to get up at like 7:30 to watch that, bro.
Yeah, it's what's 8 something, you know? Yeah. And so, anyways, all right, let's start off with how about Houston, Baltimore? Two teams, both won the division last year, both reeling. Baltimore, really, I think, more than Houston. Baltimore, Cal Hamilton hasn't practiced today. Lamar Jackson's doubtful, by the way. I don't think Lamar's going to play. He's got a hamstring injury. So now you've got one of your favorite guys in here. What's his name? Cooper Rush is going to get the start. Roquan Smith likely not going to play either. I mean, the teeth of the defense there. Your main player on offense there. Meanwhile, Houston seems to be getting healthy, coming off of a 24-0 beat down of Tennessee. That's a whole different story, how bad Tennessee's playing. Baltimore has beat the crap out of C.J. Stroud for years. I think he's like 0-3 against Baltimore. All losses, pretty much blowouts. They're going to get some this is going to be in Baltimore. I think they get revenge. The spread was like 8 or 9 points for Baltimore. Now it's like -1 in favor of Houston. I think that's correct. Not will be the greatest game in the world, but 2010, Houston goes up there and beats Baltimore. And they stay alive. Baltimore falls farther back.
Baltimore's at home. Baltimore has to win games at home. They have to. It doesn't matter who they're playing, but it's the thing of like you get your fan base going. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough game, but I think this game is gonna be like 24-21. I think Baltimore's gonna win on a field goal.
Wow. So you're gonna believe in Cooper Rush to get it done.
I'm going to believe in their kicking game and Cooper Rush, and I'm definitely going to believe in that Baltimore defense that needs to show up. They need to show up and show out. And if they don't, they can start kissing their playoff opportunities goodbye because they can't be losing, and they can't lose to a team like Texas. Now, I'm not saying that Texas is a terrible team. They're going to give them. They're going to compete with them on this game on Sunday. It's a 1 o'clock game too, so this benefits both teams. They can go at it early and get home and relax, get a long break.
The players love that.
Right.
They love to play early. They don't really like these primetime games.
But I feel like Denver, Baltimore.
You like Baltimore? I like Houston. I'm not going to talk you out of it because I want to still have the edge here because I think we might get that Cleveland game. Denver, Denver, big win last week, shut out earlier this week. They didn't shut them out, but they might as well shut them out. Beat the crap out of Cincinnati. They look to be relatively healthy against the Eagles. Eagles are 4.5-point favorites at underdog or favorites at home. Listen, if this were in Denver, maybe I'd give Denver a better shot here. But I think the Eagles are going to go a quiet 5-0. I think they're going to get to Bo Nix there. 24-16. The Eagles win in Al Michaels' voice. What do you think about that game? Is it played in Philadelphia?
Yeah, again, another afternoon game. One of these games that they don't have to play at night, both teams. And I feel like this one, I think the Eagles might lose. And I only say that because they're going in confident, but you can't just go in confident. You have to play hard, and they just played a tough game with Tampa Bay. So I'm not sure if they have enough rest, and I'm not sure if they're mentally like prepared to go in and be like, we've seen in the past that when the Eagles go up to somewhere and have a tough game, the next game they kind of slack and try to get back at the same level, and it's harder for them. Not that it's and again, Tampa Bay played them hard. So I feel like this might, even though they're at home, I think the edge is for the Broncos because the Broncos are are hype, man. They beat they beat up on the Cincinnati that they knew that they had an opportunity to win, and
Wow. And they're on a
they
short week, too. You still want to take Denver on a short
yeah,
week
and
on the road.
that's another thing. They didn't have to put that much effort to play in Cincinnati. They just had to win that game, and so now they're hype and they have a different confidence than Eagles who had to struggle to play the Bucks. So I feel like this game is going to go to the Broncos. It's going to be about 32-27, and the Broncos will win. And you're going to see
Oh,
this
you're
guy.
calling for a wild one, huh?
Yeah, I think you're gonna see Bo Nix. He might throw an interception for a touchdown, give away a touchdown, but I think he's gonna come back and win the game for these
Okay.
Broncos.
Okay. They got a good defense. Maybe they turn over Philadelphia. You just never know. Okay, moving right along. Almost forgot about Kansas City, Jacksonville. Two teams on the come up here. They got off
Mm.
to Kansas City got off a rough start. They won two straight. Jacksonville, big road win. But Jacksonville, everybody plays San Francisco. They just when you play San Francisco, it's just a brawl, man. I mean, you got some guys that are banged up for Jacksonville, both all line and D line. This is going to be a Monday night game. Jacksonville can really use the extra day off. But
Yes.
I like the way Kansas City's playing. Pretty healthy, healthiest they've been in a while. I like the way they played last week. Love me some Traquan Thornton. That's another guy had a great game last few weeks. Yeah, pretty decent game um, against the Ravens there with Xavier Worthy in his first game back after his injury. So I still like Kansas City. Get the road win. Played
Mm.
really well, better than people think. 30-20. Get the road
Okay.
win at Jacksonville. They're going to be primetime players. What's your thoughts about that one? This is going to be a Monday night game.
Yeah, I think that Jackson was going to come out and play hard, but they only beat up on teams that were hurting anyways. They beat up on the Panthers. They beat up on the Bengals. They
49ers.
played.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the
49ers, yeah.
49ers, and then they played Texans, right? So they beat up on those guys. So they haven't played anybody really an upper echelon of the
Of the
NFL,
league,
and
yeah.
and then Kansas City's going to come in and they're finally got a win against the Ravens. I feel like this game is going to be like a slow, methodical, old type of Andy Reid game. Because it's a Monday night too. Um, Now the Jaguars are going to be in it, but they're not. I don't. I think at the end, I think it's going to be 24-21, something like that. Like I don't see
Chiefs?
that Chiefs. Yeah, Chiefs will
Okay.
win. Yeah, I don't. I think it'll be just another kick, like win by a kick. I don't. They're gonna both make mistakes. They're gonna oppress because they both want to win, and But I think Kansas City has a better opportunity of winning because um they have more depth and they have more experience, so
Yeah.
they're gonna win this game.
Yeah. I meant to send you this one earlier, but I did send it to you late. I think this next game will be the best game of the week, honestly.
The
Uh,
Saints and the Giants? No, just kidding.
yeah, I know. Maybe for you. No, Tampa and Seattle.
Yeah.
You got two players that were rolled up. They were drafted in 2018. Both of these players were not are not playing on the teams that are drafted them. Both of them were saw pretty much as bust, especially Sam Darnold, and both of them are playing really well right now.
Mm.
It's a great win. Seattle has a little bit more rest. Remember, they played last Thursday. They beat Arizona there, and of course Tampa comes off that tough loss against Philadelphia. All week I was wanting to say maybe I'm going to take Tampa. Maybe I'm going to take Tampa, but Seattle's pretty tough, man. And Tampa's getting a little bit more healthier. They still won't have Mike Evans this week. They're not going to have Bucky Irvin. They're going to have what's his guy, Rashad
Mm.
White here at running back. I think it'll be a dogfight, though, man.
Mm.
It's a 3-point spread, and that's about what I think it'll be. Seattle, 23-20 last minute field goal. This is going to be a good one. Uh,
Ooh.
Seattle gets the win, but I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't go the other way. A lot of respect for Tampa. They got in my top 5 this week. What's your thoughts about Seattle? Seattle may get in if they win this game. Um, Seattle hosting the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yeah, Holston, they got the 11 over there, and that stadium's always
12th
rocking.
man. Yeah,
You
that's
know,
another thing. If this were in Tampa, I'd go the other way.
this is gonna be a tough game for both teams. Oh man. This is probably gonna be the closest we're gonna see a playoff type of game in a long time.
Yeah,
Two
same
teams that
here.
are
Yeah,
they're both 3-1. They're both excited with the quarterbacks playing well on both teams. Like you said, these quarterbacks have been written off, and now they're coming back and they're making moves with their offenses that are lacking. Both teams are lacking players right now and on the offensive side because of injuries. But
yeah,
I think the thing that's going to matter the most is defense in this game for both teams. Um, and I think it's gonna be a low. I think this one's gonna be like 27-24, and I think that this one's gonna be also near a field goal kick. This one's gonna be Seattle winning at home because of the 11.
yeah,
Man, it gets loud there. You know what it is? It's like and look, Baker's played in all kinds of atmospheres. I don't think it'll affect him more than it'll affect the people that don't usually get the ball all the time,
yeah,
because So I think that if they can find a way to maneuver the noise and get focused and get the calls in and they can adjust to that, Tampa Bay will win this game. But it's Seattle. It's plus you might get some rain. You're gonna get wind.
yeah,
So this is gonna be a funky place to play. So this ain't Tampa,
yeah.
and I give it to Seattle. Seattle won 27-24.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I went with a tight game too. You went with a tight game. Both picked Seattle here. Let's go to the college game. Florida State